One small step. It's July 1969. A young man whose personal life is in turmoil arrives back at his lodgings in the middle of the night to find his landlady watching the first moon landing. As they watch the perilous events unfold, she guides him towards a momentous decision. Mrs. Sutherland sat, legs tucked up in a round upholstered chair, her grey hair in its customary tight bun. On a small table at her side, a silver tray held tumblers, a bottle of whisky and a jug of water. Her handsome, angular face was turned towards the small television in the corner of the room. In her lap, a half-filled glass. He looked at her, then his attention switched to the square screen and its grey and ghostly images, heard a crackling commentary punctuated by sharp bleeps. Her eyes fixed on the screen, Mrs. Sutherland reached across and patted the chair on the other side of the table. 7 minutes to landing. Her voice, low morning-side, was warm. He let his bag slide from his shoulders, saw a pale, pock-marked disc, the image overlaid with blurred data. Time to landing. Altitude. Speed. Mrs. Sutherland raised her glass to her lips. He shifted in his chair, tried and failed to make sense of the technical language. "It's a fine night," he said. "Clear moon. Amazing to think of them up there." She glanced at him, smiled. He leaned forward, elbows on his knees, concentrating. The time to landing ticked down. The pockmarked surface of the moon slid by. Mrs. Sutherland sipped again. Sarah rang 3 times. The moon's surface grew nearer, the craters clearer. He sat straighter. "I'm sorry," he said. "I asked her not to." The numbers on the screen tumbled quickly. The craters loomed larger. "My God," said Mrs. Sutherland. She leaned forward, her glass held in both hands. "I told her you were working." Her fine profile was tinged by flickering blue light. The image on the screen trembled and dissolved. He closed his eyes, slumped in the chair. "I told her to wait until The image changed abruptly. Now it showed blurred, angular shapes. The static worsened. Mrs. Sutherland tilted her head, frowning. "Is that part of what's it called, the landing module?" "I expect so." "I feel bad that you've been dragged into this." She raised a palm. From the tinny television speaker came a clear sentence. "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." Mrs. Sutherland turned to him, eyes wide. "My God," she said, "they've done it. They're on the moon."